to Myers Metal Detectors, located in sunny Tampa, Florida, where we sell nothing but fun and adventures, treasure hunting gear, and anything you can imagine for metal detecting. Give us a call, 813-237-1939. Happy hunting and dig deeper.
Live from sunny Florida, it's Treasure Talk.
Welcome, folks.
Welcome indeed.
Hey, Jeff.
I need to be on the left side. Let's redo that.
Now.
There we go. That's better. I feel
better.
Like home now.
Yeah, I was getting a little weirded out by seeing that.
I know.
Anyway, we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, don't we?
Oh, yes, we do. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, if you look on the Treasure Talk Facebook page, I posted a picture of KG and Ringy, and they were at Florida Hunt 10, and I think it was just a tease. Garrett has always been really tight-lipped when they come out with something and try not to let it out of the bag, but they put a tease hat on that said, Garrett Storm, coming soon. So I know a lot of people are wondering what that's going to be. Personally, I hope it's going to be a multi-frequency waterproof metal detector.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
Because that's what everybody wants, especially here with us in Florida. And I know any place where there's mineralized ground and just different soils like that, a multi-frequency seems to do better. So,
well, they got the Apex, which is multi-frequency, but it's not waterproof. It may be a little bit of rainproof, but they got to have a waterproof one, and I think they know it.
Yes, because you drop that in the water and it's gone. Salt water hits that, it's gone. So
I really hope that they come out with a simultaneous multi-frequency waterproof detector to get them back in the game. Garrett's too good a company. They're made right here in the USA.
The USA, I have a lot of customers, and that's what they want. They want something made here in the USA, and that would be awesome. Because that I did get notice they've discontinued the Sea Hunter Mark II. They've had that thing out for ages.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll replace that with something, because some people want that pulse induction. They just want to dig everything. And some of the guys over on the 1715 fleet on the Treasure Coast use that because they'll call me for different things. Phones, coils, and sometimes they buy the detectors from me. So,
I think, with all the others out there that have just kind of blown that one out of the water.
Yes,
they may be coming with a waterproof one. They think it's going to, go up against the Legend and the Deus and the Equinox and Manticore.
Yeah, that would be really cool
stuff. So
it's true, and they had bought White's technology, so they should be able to pull that one off real easy. So
I think they are. I'm in talks with Steve Moore. We're trying to get him booked so he'll be able to tell us all about it. We hope. So
we hope. Yes, we do. Yeah. And just a reminder here to shop. I'll be carrying Sean's products from Treasure Tech USA. So we've got our first order of the stork legs coming on Tuesday afternoon. He's going to bring those in, and those will make your Legend, the shaft, real narrow. So if you're a water hunter, you'll feel less resistance. That's why they're sold, the stork leg. It's a real thin shaft, so they slice through the water real easy. If you ever used one like that, you'll be amazed how much less resistance is involved with it.
Well, so you get it all set up, and we'll do a live from the shop.
Yeah, we'll do some on Saturday if I still have some left, if I haven't sold out of them.
Well, take pictures.
So we'll see. All righty. And then I guess we should talk about next week's host. We're going to do that at the end.
Let's do the housekeeping routine, and then we'll tell them what's coming up next week.
Hey, folks, as always, today's show is brought to you by your friends at Myers Metal Detectors, where we sell fun and adventure. And, of course, the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed here by the Treasure guest and member belong solely to the guest and member, not necessarily to Phil Myers, Jocelyn Myers, Myers Metal Detectors, or Jeff Monin.
True.
Well, I got that out pretty easy. I
Yeah.
think I've got it memorized by now. And of course, the purpose of Treasure Talk is to promote the hobby of metal detecting and treasure hunting in all forms and to educate our members in a fun, informative manner.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to do that. And next week, make sure you're here because we've been talking about, treasure hunting. As in Treasure Talk, we talk about treasure hunting and all this, like Phil just said. So, hunting fossils is a big, big hobby pastime for a lot of people. It can be a family affair as well. So make sure you're here next Monday night. Dr. Bob Sinibaldi, who's a published author on all kinds of fossils, and he's part of the Tampa Fossil Club. He is going to be here with us to talk fossils. And the month of March is kind of going to be a fossil-y month. We got Bob Sinibaldi next week, which is the 4th. On the 11th, make sure you're here. That is the Knock to Score show. And make sure you're here because we're giving away a score and a score too. So make sure you're here with Dillick and Mark, and the Canuck and Southern Relic Adventures are going to be with us. And then later in the month, we've got Epic Fossils. This dude is cool. And you can go to his YouTube channel, Epic Fossils. He's local here in Florida. He's out in the rivers and stuff, diving with the gators and the snakes and all that kind of stuff. And he's finding megalodon teeth. I mean, big mamas.
Awesome.
So we got a really good month stacked up for you.
And Jeff, that's the score 2 is actually the double score.
Yep, the score and the double score. Yep.
Double score, yes. Awesome detectors and people who are first getting started in detecting and want a waterproof multi-frequency detector, easy to use. Boy, those are some nice detectors for the month.
They are.
And
you know what I think we need to do? We need to preface the guest for tonight with our word from our sponsor. What do you think?
Why not? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Folks, Phil Myers here from Myers Metal Detectors. I got my wife in the background trying to make faces to make me laugh, but I'm not doing that today. I want to show you guys some cool products that we stock here in the shop. Weather's getting real nice here in Florida. You'd be out there dirt hunting. We've got the Excalibur wide shovel. We've got it in the long version, which I use. And we also have it in it's a 36 inch. We also have it in the 31 inch that Joe uses because he's a little shorter than me. So these are cool shovels for dirt digging. And we also have the Excalibur hand digger. Awesome products. Phil Myers, Myers Metal Detectors. Happy hunting and dig deeper. Hey folks, once again, 813-237-1939. Happy hunting and dig deeper. Any metal detecting questions, hit me up, flphil@me.com, or of course here on the show live, Treasure Talk. See ya.
See ya.
You got to be nice to Jocelyn. She will get back at you, son.
She was trying to make me laugh during the video, so it's just hilarious. Anyway, this is my buddy Joe's favorite color.
Yeah.
Barney purple.
Well, when you say, you use the 36 and he uses the 31 because he's a little shorter than you, Phil, he's a lot shorter than you.
Just a couple inches.
Just about 8.
He's a good guy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't say he wasn't a good guy. I'm a lot shorter than you. That's why when we go hunting in the water, you're out there where the waves are crashing, and I'm a little over my head.
Out in the deep water, yes. So those the Excalibur products are excellent products. People just love them. So,
and also something that Rick T just said. We titled the show next week "Fossil Fest" with Dr. Bob Sinibaldi, but there is a big show, Fossil Fest, at the Tampa State Fairgrounds on the 16th and 17th. It's a really big event, and Ed Sullivan will be there.
I know that fossils are really cool. Rick has done a presentation at our local metal detecting club here in Tampa and given away, I think it was a dugong bone. It was a prehistoric manatee. So I'm always fascinated by the fossils that come out of the rivers here. It's just amazing.
Now, there's a lot of stuff. And if you watch some of these fossil hunters on YouTube, it's amazing. I mean, you think about it, Phil. The guys, they pull out megalodon teeth as big as your hand.
I know, and a lot of times,
now, how big was that daggum fish?
Yes, and they'll pull them out in rivers towards the middle of the state.
Well, yeah, well, at that time, Florida was all underwater.
Underwater. How many millions of years ago was that? You know,
it was a long time ago, and some of these things are just perfect.
Yes, it's amazing. It really is.
Yep. So make sure you're here for Fossil Fest and Epic Fossils.
Yes.
And the Nocta Show.
Yes, all the shows.
That's right.
And if you have questions on fossils, you'll be able to get them answered. Just like tonight, Casey's going to answer some questions on the shovels and his digging. The Key Day Kid, we can ask him about that because I know we have a lot more members, which I saw on Facebook and YouTube. We have, and the Facebook groups, we might have over 5,200, I think, on each group, Jeff.
Oh, yeah. We're all told everything. We're probably 15,000.
Yeah. So it's a lot of people. If you got questions on anything treasure hunter related, we can get it solved and answered for sure.
That's correct. And also, I think Casey's got a new product.
I want to see the new product. I'm always excited.
So what do you say we just bring Casey on and put him on the spot? All right, you ready? Here's the Key Day Kid, the owner, fabricator, inventor of Excalibur shovels, the best shovel in the world today. Casey Dittman, Key Day Kid, Excalibur shovels. Hello, Casey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, Casey.
How you doing? Ooh, I like that backdrop.
Yeah, the background looks really good. I like that. I like the Excalibur shovels background. 100% made in USA. Awesome.
100% made in the USA.
Is that what you're going to do when you go to events now, Casey, and have a booth? That's your backdrop for your booth at the events?
To be completely honest, it's my tabletop cover. I just slung it over this thing here and thought it looked really cool.
Nice.
It's perfect. Absolutely.
It looks great. Yeah.
So Jeff was teasing us on a new product.
Yes. Yeah. I've got a new I've got multiple new products, but they're not all the research and development hasn't been done on them. So there's new stuff coming as well. But we got one that we have, we've done about a year of research and development in it to perfect the design, the geometry of it and everything. And I call it the sax digger, which a sax is a medieval short sword.
S-A-X?
S-E-A-X.
Okay.
And this is it.
Let's see it.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Wow. That is like a super modified hand digger, isn't it, Casey?
It is. It is. And, I'm sure the other people, other manufacturers get sent things like I do. And people are sending me stuff and I'm not gonna like copy that stuff. So people are sending me all these hand diggers with it. And I was like, no, I'm going to make my own, come up with my own idea and come out with my own legit product that actually can handle all that leverage you can put on something when you grab it by the T handle like that.
Well, that's perfect.
I could even do this with a D handle.
For people that dig in the woods, that's really perfect. You can get, if you're digging underneath a bush, you're right there with that. That's absolutely perfect.
And those shovel holsters, these fit perfectly in those shovel holsters. So you could wear this on your hip, and then you got one arm free and the other arm to swing, and then maybe if you want to, you can switch arms instead of having to.
I'm gonna grab one of those shovel holsters real quick, guys. So I'll be gone for 1 second.
Okay. Well, Casey, we got a question here for you.
Here it is.
From John David. He says,
So-
Casey, I want a tabletop cover. Can you sell me one?
I can't, but even I did, not gonna say- but tabletopcoversnow.com, and you can pick anything. I designed mine.
Well, he wants the
completely.
one you got because he loves Excalibur.
Yes,
Well, he can. Yeah, I mean, if he wants to buy one, do
that's
it.
Who wants to buy an Excalibur shovels?
I want to hang this over my bed, and just every night I go to bed, I just get to look up at my Excalibur shovels with my.
Well, I tell you what, that's something maybe you ought to get some made, and
yeah. I was
that
showing.
would be absolutely perfect, Phil. Wouldn't that be something you could put on your wall over your display of Excalibur shovels?
Yes, something similar to that, maybe a little smaller, but I was showing the folks the
Yep,
shovel
that will
holder. That's
fit in there perfectly.
So that would sit on your belt and you wouldn't have to worry about it. You pop it right off out of your hand. That's an excellent tool. And I can see another use for that for the bottle diggers who are down in the hole and they want a nice little tool with a little bit of, put some leverage on it, because you've got all kinds of junk in those bottle pits.
Yep, and you can fit this in there around the bottles and scrape the dirt away to loosen them up.
Yeah, any kind of a tight spot where you need a quality digging implement, that is the ticket right there.
Yes, it is. Hey, so people are asking me how much.
Did it again.
This weighs next to nothing, probably an ounce or two. But how much does that shovel weigh?
I have not weighed it, but I'd probably guess it weighs a pound.
Yeah,
It's super light. Yep, it's really light, durable, and we've put the homework in on this one to get the design as reliable as possible.
And you do the colors in that as well, don't you, Casey?
I can do
any color.
almost all the colors under the rainbow for you guys.
Well, that's what I thought. We got a question from Frank's Fly Traps. He wants to know, where can I buy one? It's not on your website. Well, I'm sure soon, Frank, you might have some at Myers Metal Detector.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. So don't ship my order that I've got coming. I'm gonna add to that a couple colors on that. But people, I think Tom Becker just said you could take this, cut a little piece off of each end, and he uses this exact thing for his Excalibur D handle.
Really? Okay, I was wondering.
He trimmed that a little bit and uses it for his D handle.
Clever. I'm glad to know.
I use a T handle.
Sax or what? How do you have Sax? Does that come in a D handle as well?
If somebody wants that and they request it, I can do that for them. They are available on my website. There's you just might not be looking in the exact right spot. At the bottom, there's a load more button in green, and it will come up as well as the build your Excalibur that I offer on the website, and the build your Merlin. And the Merlin has been the best seller for me since I came out with it.
I would think so. That's an absolute ingenious product. This one is ingenious product for everybody that does have an Excalibur. I can see a use for that.
Yep.
Like if you're yard hunting, for instance.
Yes.
You don't want to wing out a full-size shovel. You bring out your little Sax
and put it in the holster.
Because that blade, it's an Excalibur quality blade. I can tell you that just by looking at it. That's going to cut through that turf and the roots good. You're going to be able to cut a really good plug with that.
Cut a good plug, and you don't have to have it in your hand the whole time. Because a lot of times I'll do ball fields, and I just like to swing through it pretty quick, get a target, then I'm using the hand tool, so I'm used to the hand digger. But this would work better, I think.
Mm-hmm. And you can even, if you want to put your foot on this, you can use this part and put your foot on to push it in. there's a little spot for it.
Yeah.
So there's lots of ways to use this. A lot of guys I see, they're grabbing them like this and digging in like that. So there's lots of ways to use it. And it's a great hybrid between a hand digger and a shovel. It's more of a hand digger than a shovel, but it's a good hybrid.
Oh, there's multi uses for that, dude.
Mhm.
Multi.
And another beautiful thing is I got word back a month ago that my patents have been approved. So all my patents are, all my shovels have certain aspects now that are patented.
That's awesome.
The aspect that they all have is top quality.
Yes.
And
there's nobody that can compete quality-wise.
I sit around dang near every day, 6-7 days a week. And this brain here, I'm just thinking of all the different things I could do with digging tools and all the ideas and the ways to make them better. What I've done is I've come up with my own way to heat treat my shovels now, and it makes it maximizes the hardness. So these things are going to stay super sharp through their entire life, and they're just going to be that much better. These shovels truly, I would not have said this before, but they are truly an elite shovel now. They're well-rounded. Every aspect that comes into play, I go over. I have implemented it into my shop and everything, and it's amazing how difficult it is to do this, because I have to stay up on like hundreds of different things. I keep hundreds of different things in stock. I have to take machines apart and clean them and do maintenance. There's so much to it.
There's a lot involved. A lot of people don't realize that.
Yep. But it's something I love to do, and that's the difference with Excalibur shovels is.
Well, fortunately, Casey, you don't have a lot of warranty work that you have to get involved with, because them things just don't break.
And yeah, you buy it once, Jeff. You don't have to worry.
And buy them 2 or 3 times, because you never know. You always need a backup.
You need a backup. You buy it.
Yeah, Phil. People are going to covet that shovel like they do the Myers towel.
Yes.
It's another coveted item, and they may, you got to keep your eye on it. So you better have a couple.
I'm looking at all the comments, Casey, and they go by pretty quick. But I think it was Ram Detecting said it's a great tool for roots digging, roots and relics too. So I'm just amazed at all the comments. Everybody's saying, Digging Canuck said she loves her product, and it went by too fast for me to read exact words.
Oh, they're just flying in there, and everybody's going, "It's awesome! It's awesome! I love my Excalibur. My Merlin kills it." So Dirty Paws Detecting wants to know, what digger do you use when you hunt in ghost towns?
What I use is I'm almost 40, and I've now got that sciatica. And it's from when I was doing construction, when I was doing concrete years back, and now it's catching up to me. And so I would use a 31-inch D handle with a standard spade. I used that one for about 6 or 7 years. And when my back, this hip, it hurt your hip, I started getting those issues. So I went to a 36-inch D handle with a wide spade. The wide spade 7 inches wide, 9 inches long. Just to give myself, the longer it is, the more leverage you have, the less bending you have to do with your back.
Mm-hmm.
That's the easiest way to go about it when you're looking to fit a shovel. But if you're fully capable and you want to go all day long, a 31-inch is usually going to be a pretty good one for you. They're not too intimidating with the standard spade, or even with a wide spade. They're not too intimidating to take onto someone's lawn and dig in it. But the other thing is with these things, I have a 5-year warranty. that's pretty dang good.
Oh, that's almost unheard of.
And another thing I do that the other guys that are buying these things in China and have them come over here is for the duration of the warranty, I will repowder coat your shovel. Even if you guys got somebody out there has one of my shovels from 6, 7, 8 years ago. If you pay the shipping to me and back to yourself, I will repowder coat your shovel for free.
Oh, so make it look new again.
Yep, I will do that. And I've had a couple people take me up on it. And I've even had a couple of people, they go in and they're like, oh, it's powder coat. And they go to a powder coat website and they're all, can you do this color? And I'm like, well, if you have it drop shipped to my house, then yeah, I'll coat it. And so I've had some people drop ship powder coat to my house to have their own shovel, their own personal color.
Nice.
Yeah. And a lot of remarks about I'm almost 40. Unfortunately, Casey, I have to tell you, I've got clothing that old. So,
yeah,
just saying.
Just saying. Hey,
Rick T has a good one for you. This you will definitely want to remember. Let me see.
Where did
this
it go?
Is what Rick Tumbleson says in regards to being almost 40. That's okay. Bad breath and stinky feet will be next.
Let me see.
And I notice, I have the low testosterone, so I got to put on testosterone, and that makes you smell bad. So,
okay.
For those getting on that.
No, we're not going there. Let's see.
That's too many comments. Oh, has Casey thought of a water sand scoop?
I haven't. And I know that you guys bombard the other guys that don't make sand scoops with those questions too, right? But I don't, because I'm in Utah. And
so it's not your forte.
The Great Salt Lake's right over here, and it smells pretty bad over there, the Great Salt Lake.
Yeah.
And it's just, and the mosquitoes are insane. So there's just not a place for me. I'm obsessed with the research and development of them, of my tools. So I can't perfect a sand scoop like I would want to. So
you can't be all things to all people, Casey. I mean, with the shovels and diggers that you make, they're the best in the world, and it shows. So why would you want, leave the sand scoops to somebody else?
Yes.
You're at the top of the game when it comes to spades, shovels, and hand diggers. Nobody can really touch you. So I'd say keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about a sand scoop.
Yeah. And if I could, I would, but I'm a hands-on person. I like to just be able to test everything the way I want it to be. And it's just not something that I could put the time in to perfect out here. But there's a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah. And we've got one. We've got our own Treasure Talk titanium one. So
yeah, but there's only one Excalibur shovel.
That's it, and there will never be another. You know what? There's nothing that can compete with it quality wise. People, you go out there, you can look and you can go find some of these shovels and say, oh, well, it's only $49.95 and the Excalibur is $159. Well, the bottom line is you get what you pay for. Buy your $49.95 shovel, and after the first week when you bend it or it breaks, then you call Casey or you call Phil. Better yet, call Phil. He's got them in stock. Get your Excalibur then. Then you won't have to worry about it.
And Tom Becker says, don't mess with perfection. There you go.
That's it exactly.
Being based here in the United States allows me to having all the production here. If there is a warranty claim, which is there's only really a couple a year that I get, maybe 2 to 4. That's it. It's amazing. But as soon as you contact me, I want to see a picture to see what's going on. And then you tricksters sending me other people's shovels trying to do that. I'm not going to fix those. But
you always got people trying to get away with something.
They tried. They're like taking a picture in the dark of the shovel, going, "Hey, it broke. Will you send me another one?" It's like, well, that's not mine. But
Well, they need to send proof of purchase too.
There you go.
yeah, but the thing is if somebody has a warranty, it's immediate, it's all hands on deck. If somebody contacts me, it's 1 to 2 business days that a fresh one is sent out.
But fortunately, it happens very, very seldom.
It is. Yeah, it is very seldom.
Hey,
Because you just can't break them.
I want to read one
Pretty
comment.
strong and light.
I want to read one comment, Jeff. This one's from Elgato 1013. The hand digger is perfect for a park without drawing attention.
Yeah.
I do a lot of park hunting, and I use a hand digger, Casey's other hand digger, but I wouldn't take a bigger shovel, a long handled shovel in the park, because I'll hunt out in the outfield and I cut a real neat plug and nobody could tell I was there. So I would use the hand digger, and that's an excellent use for that new product too, for sure.
Yep. Those parks. Yeah. I've heard about park employees kicking people out that bring in a normal full-size shovel.
Right.
So
Well, yeah, and that sax, that's perfect for that. And people, do yourself a favor. There's a comment by Gwen Fairley. She said that she bought a cheap shovel, went out to dig. 20 minutes in, she'd already broken it, had to go buy another one. Do yourself a favor. Spend a little bit of money up front and get the best of the best. Then you don't have to worry about it. You're done spending.
Absolutely. I say buy it once, but buy 2 of them so you have a backup for when you lost one.
That's
And
right.
my friend Bob Kulik is asking, is it made in the USA, Casey?
100%, baby. Wait, over
There
there.
you go. There you go.
Made in Utah, conceived in Utah, manufactured,
myself.
shipped from.
Shipped from Utah.
It's all 100% red, white, and blue.
And
And you can get that on a color shovel.
yeah,
Yep.
you can get red, white, blue. I'm
the Geppetto of shovels, and each shovel is my Pinocchio, but it doesn't come to life. It brings up stuff from the past.
yeah, but it's guaranteed to find you treasure.
So what they need
yeah.
to do is they need to buy the sax in white, a hand digger in red, and then a Merlin in blue spade blue.
Yeah.
Hey, red, white, and blue, eh?
Yeah.
Yep. And if somebody wants something special like that, I have 3 spade size. I have a WL spade, and that's 11 inches long and 7 inches wide. Somebody's interested in that. Any of those. If you contact Phil, it'll be shipped within 1 to 2 business days. So if you have anything for Phil, just go to Phil.
Yeah, and Tom Becker couldn't have said it better. This is what Tom Becker said: if you are serious about this hobby, then only buy the best tools, and that's why you buy Excalibur.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can if somebody wants something a little altered, little parts of it, we can definitely do that. Yeah, as in dimensions like lengths and things. Definitely have no problem making one shorter, longer, D handle, all that stuff. It's fun for me to switch it up.
And the thing of it is, a lot of shovels out there with a D handle, it's just a straight handle. It's kind of hard to handle. But the Merlin and other Excalibur shovels, they got a little yinga-danga-dingy on it.
And
Let's go over that, Casey. Tell them how much easier it is.
It's funny because there's the thing is when you're doing something right, a good sign is that people are copying you.
People copy.
And even though, it makes the old hair fall off right here. But when you're doing something right, people will, and the biggest, the other big guys, they've taken in aspects of my designs that were never, that they never had until after I had done it. So I understand being inspired. When people are copying what you're doing, then you're doing something right, because they wouldn't copy if you weren't.
Absolutely. And I see we got a ton of comments. This one is from Sam Truckley, and she says Jimmy loves his, and the decal is on the camper for some advertisement too.
Yes. I send so many. I'm like, did you read the box letter? I include a box letter and some stickers. And people are like, a lot of people are like, what? There was a letter in there and stickers? And I'm like, oh, those.
Does it fit
like
in the
$1.
Grey Ghost pouch? I don't know if it would. There's a question from Sam. Does it fit in the Grey Ghost pouch?
I don't think it's a little too big to fit inside a pouch, isn't it, Casey?
The Grey Ghost. Well, so the Grey Ghost, I think, is that, how deep is it? Isn't it, is it 8 or 10 inches deep? I have a Grey Ghost.
There is a Grey Ghost pouch, but I don't know if I'd want to put that in the pouch because of the sharpness of the blade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You would be better off, Sam, to put that on a shovel holster.
Like that.
Yeah, I think so. Well, it looks like Frank's Fly Traps says just bought my SAEX in Dragon Green.
Did I spell it wrong? Hopefully I spelled it right
He
on.
was the one that was asking about it a little earlier, so he must have went on your website and bought it.
Yes, the sack.
Right on.
There you go.
Love that Dragon Green.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I can show you. Right here. Oh.
Okay, here's a Martin Bishop.
Yeah, how about a two-color spade or shaft and or handle?
You just had one up.
I have one up, didn't I? I got gold black, and I'm going to have silver blue here, hopefully within a week or so. Okay,
that's the treasure top color.
Yep, they'll be there next, delivered next week.
Okay.
That's the treasure top color, isn't it, Casey?
That's
the silver and blue. Yeah, it's cool. People love it.
Oh, Tom Becker says your D handle design keeps the shovel away from my body when in the holster. So he's the one who trims the holster a little bit and puts the D handle on it. It just works perfect for him. So
that's awesome. That is awesome. We got a D handle over here. Where are you at, D handle? Here's one. Here's a D handle here.
Yeah, beautiful. And then Rick T's got the question there. I have the blue spade Excalibur shovel with 2 blades, one wide, one narrow. That's an awesome product. Is it possible to make a T handle for just the narrow blade?
Yeah.
A spare handle, I guess what it would be.
Yeah, because he's got the Merlin.
He's got the Merlin with 2 blades. Yeah, you just make a T handle, right?
Yeah, and if somebody wants something like that, and you call Phil, you're like, hey, I want a 40-inch Merlin, but I want another handle that I can make it 31 inches. Just let him know, and I've got all that pricing and all that stuff figured out, and it's actually available in, I believe, the accessories tab on my website, where you can get an extra handle for the Merlin in a different length. But the whole idea is that it is a 50-50 breakdown. The lengthwise. So when you get a different handle, that handle is going to be, if it's shorter, if you want a shorter one, the handle's going to be shorter than the segment, the spade. Right. So just have that in mind. I'm not a telescopic shovel guy, because unless you have the shovel fully extended, you are carrying unnecessary weight. And the other part of it is it's the unnecessary weight, and 99% of the time you will put your adjustable shovel at the same spot, just like your detector. You might crawl in your house, make it short, but besides that, everybody puts their detector the same length dang near every time. So that's why it's not telescopic. It's just unnecessary weight.
And Rick T says, I want the one to be 8 inches, just like the short one.
The short digger, yeah. A smaller handle, I guess, then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we got some questions. I guess this is a digging question. Martin Bishop wants to know, Casey, what's the latest good find you've had?
Oh, well, let me show you.
Okay, just 1 second, Casey. Let's do this first. I know we're doing a giveaway tonight. What is it you're giving away tonight?
We're giving away one of my fresh new sack stickers.
Woo-hoo-hoo. I can't get in it.
I wanted to be in that one, Jeff.
I did too. I get hosed all the time here, dude.
And you can pick the color if you
Yeah.
have a color you want.
Well,
I got most.
Let's do this. I'm going to show you, because for those of you on drugs that had problems entering the phrase, I'm going to show you what you enter in the chat to be eligible to win. Okay? So
they could copy and paste it if they had.
That's right. So what you enter is hashtag Excalibur, lowercase, no spacing.
There you go. That's easy.
So you guys start doing that, and you see it there, hashtag Excalibur. That's how you enter it. We're gathering comments now. So.
And it looks like we got over 90 people. So
Yeah, easily. They're going to come out of the woodwork now.
Yes. All righty. Well, that's cool. So while they're doing that, let's talk about some of your latest finds.
Okay, so my buddy Stapley that I go with, we went to this construction site and they had the like security there, the CBI or something, security company there. And we're like, hey, we just want to get in there and just detect the dirt areas. And it's a monster old industrial place in Salt Lake. And he's like, you can't, but if you go down the alley street in the back, they tore out a couple places back there and they have not brought the fence around there. You guys should go hit that. And so we went over there, started detecting. I had no faith in it. And Stapley went over and he's like, dude, I just got a Merc dime. And I was just like, oh, right on, some silver. And so I go up to the front area where he was, and I found a seeded dime. That was my 22nd U.S. seeded coin, a seeded dime. And one trick that people need to do is when you're detecting, if those gravel driveways, even though they're not the best, funnest to dig in, those gravel driveways, nobody detects those. So I started detecting this gravel driveway, just this gravel they had, just put on the ground. And I got a great signal. And I said to Stapley, I'm like, I got something, dude, get over here. And he's like, oh, is it a Merc dime? And I'm like, no. And he's all, is it a trade token? And I'm like, because we love them. We love trade tokens here. And I'm all, no, dude, it's big silver. And out came, let's see.
It's a barber half, or is it a
barber half dollar?
Woo!
And it's a 1897. It's an O mint mark. It's a key date.
Yes.
Well, you are the key date kid.
And I love them key date coins.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I've showered with this every day since I found it.
No wonder it looks so clean, Casey.
That's why I just run water on it. And then I have tokens in the shower too, and other coins that that's one of the, besides the olive oil, which is one of the safest ways to clean things. I like to just have it in there and just got the water rinsing on it daily for a couple months, and it gets them really clean. And I know that's weird, but I enjoy it. It's a little something extra when I'm in the shower to enjoy.
Yeah.
Everybody out there, if you got a question about cleaning coins, give it a shower.
Yeah. And I got a token restore video on my Key Date Kid YouTube channel, where I show you how to restore antique trade tokens. And actually, when you restore them, unlike the coin value go down. With a trade token, when you clean them up, the value goes up on them often.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, but I guess if you could read them better and see them,
Exactly.
it's about presentation, and
Correct.
he's not going to buy something they can't see. So if you can clean the crud off of them,
Exactly.
and they are most of the time those trade tokens are minted in such smaller amounts compared to a coin, like
Yep.
the
Like 500 runs.
right, like the key Mercury dime, the what is it, a
16D.
1916D,
Yeah.
1916D. I think that was what 416,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so for a token collector, a lot of times you might have less than 6 known to exist.
Yeah.
So if you can clean it up, yeah, somebody's going to pay you for a premium for that. How are we doing, Jeff?
We're doing good. Some people they want it so badly they're putting it down 5 times, which ain't going to help them.
That does not help, folks.
No, it doesn't. So I'd say let's just go ahead and draw it.
Go ahead, Jeff.
You ready, Casey?
Let's do it.
All right. Are we ready? Oh, let me get over the other page. That one won't work. So there we go.
Look at those names going through there. That is so cool.
Tarnish Charm, you are the winner.
Mr. Winner.
Congratulations.
That is cool. Tarnish Charm, you know what you do. I'm going to put up our email. That's where you send your name, address, and phone number, and the colors that you want. And that's all you need, right, Casey?
Yep, color and where it needs to go, and I'll ship it anywhere in the world, unless it's Antarctica, because I don't think I can get anybody to ship it there.
Well, Tarnish Charm is not one of those that likes the cold weather, so you'll be all right. But name, address, phone number, and the color that you want, and I'll get it to Casey as soon as you get it to me, and he'll get it out to you, and you will be happy, happy, happy.
Yeah, that is an awesome shovel. I'm gonna have to start using one of those myself, Jeff. So
yeah.
So Casey, tell the folks what equipment you're using now, detector wise.
I love my Manticore. I just got the M8 coil today.
Oh,
I've been trying to get that coil forever because I like to. I'm a tiny coil guy.
Me too.
When you if you want to find stuff in a hunted out spot, most people go to a spot with a normal sized coil. If you want to find stuff in hunted out areas, it's speeding up your recovery speed on your detector and using a small coil and going nice and slow over those areas. I'd rather hit an area that's got a bunch of trash in it that I have to go slow to decipher than hit a wide open area where there's no signals at all, where you're swinging for 5 or 10 minutes and not getting even an iron hit. So the small coil is the way to. I just love it, and I've had a lot of success with it. A few ghost towns I've been going to for about 6-7 years now, I went to with the Manticore with the 11-inch coil, and I'd never found a silver quarter there. I found 2 barber quarters last year with my Manticore and a key date 19. I think it's a 24 or 26S SLQ quarter in XF condition. It's an amazing coin, and I'll never sell it.
Hey, so your Barber half dollar, were you using the small coil for that too?
Yes, I was using my 800, my Equinox 800, and I found it with that. When you get in that trash with the bigger coil, there's a lot more fog that affects your detecting, so it's more difficult. But that Manticore, I think it focuses in on non-ferrous targets. So if you're in an iron infested area, if there's something non-ferrous hitting, it focuses. It seems like it focuses in on that, and that's one thing I really like about it. I have a 900 too, but I love the 800. To me, if you have an 800, there's no point to get a 900. It's just, you just have to learn a different machine, and the tones aren't exactly the same and all that kind of stuff. But but going from an 800 or a 900 to a Manticore is a jump. There's a difference that you'll notice with those. But yeah, my 900, it's got about 2 hours on it.
Hmm. Well, I noticed with smaller coils, I like it for land hunting. I love the smaller coil. The beach, I'm a stock coil guy. I do
Yep.
have some bigger coils, but they're so much harder to push through the water, so it's kind of almost impossible for me now with my shoulder issues. But I know, like with the Manticore, that M8 coil is a good one. With the Legend, the what is it, the 24 LG 24 or the 6-inch coil is awesome. Same thing with the Mind Lab, the 6-inch coil is awesome. Yeah, Ricky T says I got tell Casey I got my 1838 halftime with my Excalibur shovel, and I think
Awesome.
he was using I think his Deus too,
Yeah,
and
he
that,
was.
that's all these detectors today. The
So many good ones.
are so fast in them that's why it's easier I think to hunt in the iron with a smaller coil. I just wish Deus would come out with a tiny coil too. They just haven't done that yet. They need to get off their butts and make a small coil for the Deus too, and because I'd sell a bunch of those also. So
There's so many good machines out there. The XPs and the Noctas and the Mind Labs and the Garretts, and even like Technetics and all those. There's so many good machines out there. Um, there's so many options. I'm not biased towards any metal detector. I just like the Mind Lab because of the multi-frequency, and so I kind of focused in on them. But I do have a Garrett AT Pro, and I have a Bounty Hunter Land Star, and I found 3 gold rings in 1 year with my Bounty Hunter Land Star. So when you don't know, when you get less info, you dig more stuff, or you have to.
and it's like the quarter hoarder said. I guess he's on here, Jason. The
Yep.
small coils always have them on my mind. So on his, I guess. But yeah, those small coils, that's the way to go if you're land hunting most of the time.
It makes you slow down too. A lot of people are speed freaks.
Yeah, that's another thing. It does. Don't you think it slows you down?
Yeah. You
Well,
can
let me
fit
tell
it
you,
in between.
if you watch Casey's videos, his YouTube channel, the Key Date Kid, and you see him and his buddies out there hunting, I think his buddies sometimes tend to be, like they're on cocaine a little bit. And you look at Casey, and he's going very slow, and that's why he's finding the stuff he's finding.
I copied that from going with club member Lisa. She just goes into the high traffic areas and goes really slow. She's really meticulous, and she walks. She does like almost like a circle pattern out. If you change your directions, I've had silver coins and wheats bang the like 4th, 5th direction I came over the spot. I didn't even have them hit before because of the iron around them. But you come in a different angle, boom, and it's shocking. And I read a thing that said that in the ground, in the coin in the ground can move in 11 inches per year. So if the place is hunted out, it's likely not ever hunted out. There's guys that say there's more on the ground than what's been found. That iron is hiding a lot of stuff, more stuff, if not just as many has been found. That's been found.
Yeah, RAM detecting says the swing speed is relative a lot of the times to the machines you use. Some machines like faster swing speeds and some like slower. I think all the detectors I've used have liked the slower swing speed because I seem to do better when I hunt slow.
Well, I think too, when you're running, like say for instance the Deus 2, you set your reactivity. You know, the lower you set it, it goes deeper, but the slower you need to make your swing speed, because if you still swing real fast with a lower reactivity, it's going to be a lot chirpier. It's going to get a little more falsing on it. If you match your swing speed, slow it down, it's going to quiet right down, and you're going to be able to hunt in all that iron, and you're going to hear the iron, but it's not going to be as poppy and snarky as it would be with that. So,
and the false signals, you get less of them when you go slower too.
Yep.
One thing I've noticed is, like, if you bump something like a rock or sagebrush, something like that, I think your wire to your coil, it shakes, and I think it sends a signal off for your detector. But yeah, they're just those little tricks, going slow, and when you're out of spot, when you don't have any ideas on how to hunt a spot, that's when you're out of luck. Any idea you have out there while you're detecting on a way to find a coin is a good idea. Whether it be, you just got to try to think what others haven't done in that area. Where have they not gone? What area is not as easily accessible? Stuffing it under bushes and stuffing it under trees. I mean, there was a grass.
Need that sax under them bushes. Need that sax. Hold it up one more time, Casey. We're almost out of time, but we want people to see that.
Yeah, that's an awesome product. And don't ship my order, Casey, because I'm gonna add some of those to it too. So,
and the hand digger's been improved substantially as well. Jeff would know that. He's got one of the updated.
It is a killer. I tell you what, I would be happier than a pig in slop if I had a sax. So Phil, take note, please. I have a birthday coming up, dude. Okay. But I've got my Merlin in the Treasure Talk blue and silver, and my hand digger in the Treasure Talk blue and silver. And when I'm out hunting, I am styling and profiling.
Yes. Now you just need the sax for sure.
That's right. In the Treasure Talk colors.
Yes.
The blue and chrome silver. Then you will be styling.
Absolutely.
Then you'll be going to James Brown. Feel good.
There you go. Well, Casey, it looks like our hour has just swept by really fast. And I appreciate you coming on here and showing your new product. We were going to, if it was longer, we'd discuss some more new products, because I know you're working on other stuff, or you might not want to talk about them yet. But I want to thank you for coming on here. And thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you to the many members of the Treasure Talk family, for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you guys letting me on. And
let me tell
Jocelyn, thanks for you as well for being there and making Phil laugh.
Yeah,
Casey is just like the Terminator. He'll be back.
He'll be back. Yes,
he'll be back. We'll have Casey on later in late summer, because you'll have some stuff perfected by then.
Yes.
I got another one. I can debut one on my next tool. I can debut it here in the summertime.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. He keeps me posted. As soon as we get some good stuff, he's back.
Awesome.
He's a regular.
Yeah, for sure.
He's always got good stuff.
Yes. All right.
I'm so thankful you guys let me come on here and talk treasure and shovels, because everybody that knows me is absolutely tired of hearing about it.
No, they're not. Obviously, with all the people in the chat tonight, they were not tired of hearing about it, because they had a lot of questions, and they liked it, and we like it, and we love you, Casey, because you're 100% American made, good old USA, and quality is number one. There's nothing on the planet that can compete with an Excalibur shovel, bar none.
Amen.
100% endorsed by Treasure Talk Show and Myers Metal Detectors.
Amen. For sure.
So that's it for us tonight. We are at our time. Join us next week when Dr. Bob Cinnabali will be here to talk fossils. It's going to be an epic show. So, Casey, thanks again once more for joining us tonight, keeping us up to date on the fantastic products that you make and about your hunting techniques. We all need to learn more as we can, and we will see you again soon. Thanks, Phil. Thanks, Jocelyn. Thanks to all you people out there that make this worth doing. We love you. Happy hunting, everybody, and dig deeper.
Dig deeper for sure.
Thanks, guys.